name is Jen. Today we are going to be making these amazing paleo guilt-free cookies that have only 6 ingredients, no eggs, no dairy. They're awesome, you're awesome. Let's get started. Very first ingredient that I want to use, right here I have this super fine, you're super fine. Sorry, I'm so cheesy, you guys. Super fine almond flour, and there are different types of almond flours. I totally recommend the super fine one because it gives it a better consistency. You know, these don't have the typical flours in it, so there's another almond flour that has the skin on it, so when you look at the package you'll be able to tell if it's a super fine or not. A, because it will say super fine, and B, because it won't have any brown speckles in it. The brown speckles are just from the skin from the almonds, but this one is pure white and fluffy, reminds me of powdered sugar. I highly recommend this. I've made the cookies with both almond flours. Today we've got the good stuff. Guys, I really thought hard about getting dressed up for you all. I really did, and I find that I've just been doing most of these videos like in between working out and in between getting my daughter from school, you know, mom life. But so anyways, here I am in my post-workout stuff. Let's face it, you're not really here for me anyways. We're here for the cookies. Alright, so I'm actually going to fill up a little more. I have 1 cup that I am filling up. I'm a terrible multitasker, that's why I only did like a little bit. I'm making a mess here, but that's okay. Alright, so ta-da! Thank you, Bob's Mill. 1 cup of almond flour, and I'm going to go ahead and dump it in. I have 2 bowls into this big white bowl right here. You guys, we have a special guest today. C3PO! My husband's bowl. We're big Star Wars people. Alright, does that make me a nerd? Does it make me an associated nerd if my husband is a nerd? Okay, but he's a hot nerd. I love my nerd. And you never really see him because he is super introverted, but I promise you I'm married. Okay, so what am I doing next? Okay, I am going to now take a teaspoon. Here. Here's my teaspoon. I actually only want ½ a teaspoon of sea salt. So I'm going to unscrew this. I have this real salt. And I'm not going to be precise here, you guys. I have a teaspoon right here, but I'm just going to, that's good, like ½ a teaspoon. I've seen different versions of this recipe, and I've modified it. It has baking soda in it. There's something else that I think other people put in it, but I personally don't like the baking soda. I don't like how it tastes after I cooked it, so I go sans baking soda, in case you look up this recipe and you're wondering, Jen, where's the baking soda? Alright, so we did our almond flour, I did sea salt, and now the rest are wet ingredients we are going to use C3PO for. And the last but not least, we will add in the chocolate chips. So right now, I am going to just grab the grapeseed oil, just because that's the one I reached. And I have this expeller pressed grapeseed oil. And I am going to be using a 4th cup of that right here. What time is it? You guys, it's 2:17. I gotta go and pick my daughter up from school. But good thing these cookies are super easy to make. Okay, here we go, C3PO. I was actually thinking, you know, if you want to make these for Mother's Day, they are epic because they're delicious and they're guilt-free, no carbs. I shouldn't say no carbs, but you know, paleo-friendly is like great. Alright, so next I want to do 1/4 of maple syrup. I got some organic maple syrup right here. I'm going to pour that in. So I got the vanilla right here, and I am going to dump it in.
In the bowl.
Yes, in the bowl. That is a good, not in my mouth. Should I do it in my mouth?
No.
So I mixed up the salt, the almond flour. Now I am going
Chocolate
to, almost. I'm gonna go ahead and just mix up the wet ingredients. You guys, I realize I'm not making much eye contact with you. So now I've mixed this up, I am just going to pour it into my bowl. So mixing the wet ingredients separate from the dry ingredients, and then once they have both been mixed individually, I put them in the bowl, and now I'm just going to go ahead and stir them up. Poured in the chocolate chips. It said about 1/4, but I just kind of eyeball it. I figure the more the merrier. Alright, so once I have this all mixed up, it is ready to go into little scoops that I'm going to put on my parchment paper. I have heated the oven to 350. Okay, now these are ready to scoop out on my parchment paper. These do not really expand, just heads up, but I like to space them apart because they do like they don't expand like if you would have yeast or something like that. But they do kind of flatten out. They just kind of like puddle a little bit. So just like so. so you guys, I'm looking on the very bottom of this, like I'm looking for them to brown right there. So they're not going to fall like traditional cookies, they'll be in that shape. Like I said, they won't expand. So I think they're pretty much almost done. So again, it's browning on the bottom right there. This one, that second row back, is really browning on the side. So I'm just gonna give this one more minute. So I learned that I made these ones a little bit thicker, and so if they're bigger, they're gonna need a little bit more time to cook. So if you do a smaller sphere of deliciousness, then it'll only be about like 7 minutes. It said on the recipe about like 6 to 10 minutes. I set the timer at first for 7 minutes, but now I'm gonna add an additional like 3 minutes to use that full 10 minutes. And because I made them super chunky and big, I might need to use an extra minute. We shall see. Oh, Alexa, timer off. Please, please, please. Okay, here we go. So I am gonna go ahead and grab these cookies out. So right here, you can see, especially at the bottom, like that has started to brown. They're going to be very soft, so you need to let these sit and cool for about 10 minutes before you enjoy. But honestly, a lot of times, like I can't wait that long and I just eat it just the way it is. It's delicious.